to smithereens and spew my tiny symphony all up and down a city street while trying to put my mind at ease. Like finishing this melody, this feels like a necessity. So this could be the death of me, or maybe just a better me. Now come in with the Tiffany's and take a shot of Hennessy. I know I'm not there mentally, but you could be the remedy. So let me play my violin for you.
When we think of nature, animals, wildlife, you may think you have to go far. Maybe to the mountains, the forest, air, or sea. But why is it that we take for granted some of our furry friends right in our backyard? Our homes, streets, and even sometimes our trash. While they may have opted out of making their home in some of the bigger, scarier corners of the world, living in a more urban jungle presents challenges of their own. And if we do not learn how to coexist, we may find that they can be as much of a threat to us as any of the other wildlife you'll find out there. So why do they make their home with us? Why are they important? And how can we interact with them safely? Let's take a deeper dive into the lives of our urban neighbors and learn a little more. Traffic. The hallmark of all major cities, and quite possibly what most may consider the biggest nuisance of living in any major metropolitan area. Well, maybe the second biggest. While you may see them less often than your local pigeon, if you happen to pass by any sizable body of water, at some point or another, you will come across a family, also known as a gaggle, of these large, flighty birds. Geese are a part of the Anatidae family, which includes their relatives, the duck and swan. But unlike these two, geese have a little less fear when it comes to human interaction, which can create some interesting scenarios. Despite their preference of grasslands and water, it is not uncommon to come across families such as these trying to cross large streets and freeways. This usually happens during the summer months, late June through July, when the babies are young and flightless. They molt all their feathers and are flightless while they grow their new ones, and the parents must walk their way to and from their feeding or nesting grounds. No matter how inconvenient and infuriating it is, however, it's important to understand that geese don't understand traffic signals, so they're just going to do what they want to do. In fact, they have low intelligence and spatial awareness, which makes getting them to move out of the way even more difficult, even with honking. And their desensitization to us makes speeding your car up even less likely to get the outcome you hoped for. It is also important to note that these birds are federally protected. The best you can do is slowly nudge your car to herd them and wait patiently. One thing that is never recommended is getting up and personal with a goose. What they lack for in intelligence, they make up for in aggression. Despite the annoyance they may sometimes cause, we must not overlook the influence geese have had on one of our most important modern developments. Their signature V pattern isn't just for show. By flying in formation, it allows the birds to save energy by taking advantage of the charged airflow in each bird's wake. And like a bird, a moving airplane leaves a wake of disturbed air behind it, creating an updraft that allows the following aircraft to cut down on engine thrust, fuel use, and emissions. Maybe their lack of spatial awareness isn't as bad as we thought. While we can usually calm ourselves down and enjoy the beauty of the geese until they finish passing, our next furry neighbor tends to not get as much love. Watch my next video to learn more about our next urban critter.